Hey, you want to be a Christian or a Jew or a Muslim and not have to pay tithes, not have to give your money to God? Well, do I have news for you? But according to your book in Deuteronomy, it says very clearly, no Israelite woman or man is to become a shrine prostitute. You must not bring your earnings of a female prostitute or a male prostitute into the house of the Lord your God to pay any vows, because the Lord your God detests them both. Did you know that prostitute money? Your God don't want no prostitute money? Now I would wonder in modern day times, would people consider that also to be stripper money? Because I know that there are quite a few churches that receive that 10% from that stripper money. So I'm curious as to whether or not stripper money would be included. What are your thoughts on that? But I do think it's very interesting that this guy who know he loves his money and loves his barbecues, the animal sacrifices, is saying that strippers and prostitutes, well, not strippers, sorry, that prostitutes aren't supposed to bring their money. Now, it does say shrine prostitutes aren't supposed to bring their money to God because God doesn't want their money. And it's a detestable practice to him. So shrine prostitutes, from my understanding of back in that time, would be like the oracles at Delphi. These would be the women of the order of whatever the shrine is about, the religion is about, who give themselves in prostitution to men who walk by, or in this case, women as well who walk by. Now, they would also be those that are providing sexual favors for the priests who are operating the shrine as well. So they have actually two jobs, depending upon where they at on the ladder of success. You're either in the house as a prostitute, or you're outside the house as a prostitute. You a house or you field. But that is what a shrine prostitute was. As a matter of fact, your Bible has a great story that talks about it. Want to hear it? Here you go. So you have the story, and I forgot the man's name right off the bat. But many of you name your daughters Tamara. Now, Tamara, or Tamar, was a woman who was married to one of his sons. The first son, he was just so evil that God just killed him. Never tells you why. Then the next son, comes up, and he's supposed to marry her because they never had any children, and didn't have a wife yet. So instead of ejaculating inside of her, spews it out on the ground. God kills him. So then she tells the man, hey, I'll wait for your next son to get grown, then I'll marry him. Well, he's like, I don't want my next son to die. It must be something wrong with this woman. So he sends her back home to her father. Then the man forgets about her, leaves her there. She becomes restless. The son comes of age. They don't get married. Now she's mad. So she goes and finds out that when he's going to be going down the road, I think this might be Jacob, but finds out when he's going to be going down the road to do some trading. She puts herself up against a shrine and calls herself a shrine prostitute. She gets old boy to give up that ping ping for some poom poom, because he comes up. Actually, she doesn't do anything. She just presents herself, and then he's like, "Hey, give me some of that poom poom," and she like, "Okay, what you gonna pay me with? I give you a goat." And she's like, "All right, but you ain't got the goat with me. But I tell you what, it's goat or sheep. Tell you what, I'll bring it back to you." She's like, "Well, give me a token so that I know that you're gonna come back." So he gives her his staff. She goes off. He goes off. He gets the poom poom. He goes off. He sends one of his servants, "Hey, go take this goat to the shrine prostitute." Takes the goat to the shrine prostitute. She ain't there, and the people are there like, "There's never been a shrine prostitute. What you talking about?" So he forgets about it. He got him some free poom poom. He didn't have to give nothing up for it. Then even later on, he finds out that Tamara is pregnant, and he's mad. Oh, she not committed adultery. She not committed. You didn't want to give her your son anyway, dude. What you getting all mad about? But instead, he gets mad because she's embarrassing him. So she orders her out to be stoned and says, "Whoever impregnated this woman gonna die just like this woman gonna die for committing adultery." And she said, "Who the father? Who the daddy?" More Povich was there. She pulls out his staff. "You the pappy? You the pappy?" And he like, "Damn." And I got caught. They caught me with the shrine prostitute. Got to be more careful. Then this fool goes off and says, "She is more righteous than I." than us and I. He's not saying she's more righteous because she tricked him, because he got some of that shrine pum pum. That's not why she's more righteous. He's saying that she's more righteous because he was supposed to give his next son to her as a husband, and he didn't do it. He is not claiming that his sinning or the shrine prostitute encounter was a sin. He's talking about not giving his son to this woman, and she had to go through these great lengths just to get back into the groove of things. Because, of course, a woman's value back then was only in her ability to produce a son. She had no other value whatsoever. And so the son is produced by him. See, these shrine prostitutes, they got it hard, y'all. But at least God is saying, keep all your money. It's good for you. But if a shrine prostitute is so detestable, then why would Tamar, who posed as a shrine prostitute, be in the lineage of your Jesus? Ain't that something? Y'all have a great day. And remember always, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.